To stay alive, trying to find me shawty and make her mine. Now I'll find one in no time. With the help of my homies, I'm going out with my bros. With my bros.
All right, bruh fans, this is my review for episode 16, She's Calling, which was added to BET Plus September 17th. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel because, well, unlike BET Plus, this is free. Click the button to help me get 1 million subscribers. Also, like the video. Let's try to get to 30 likes on this one. Also, hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content. And follow me on my various forms of social media. Links are in the description below. This particular episode, the synopsis is Tom has an uncomfortable encounter at work. Mike begins to see a different side in Pamela, and Bill plans a grand gesture for Regina on her wedding day. All right, so Tom is having a very interesting conversation with the chief who, look, let's just flat out say it. She wants to get in bed with Tom, and she excuses her behavior as, oh, this is just a training exercise, as in, let's say a coworker, how would you want a coworker to approach you, or how would you respond to them asking for sex outside of the workplace? And Tom obviously isn't feeling this conversation and leaves the office because the boss is clearly into him. But yeah, this storyline is something I'm very interested to see play out as the series goes on. He runs into Valerie because he calls Mike just to let him know, hey, inappropriate workplace conversation with my boss. I need to talk to you. And Valerie comes up just to say, hey, I told the truth about the allegations. Aren't you going to say thank you? Honestly, I don't know if he should say thank you because, number one, you're the one who caused all this. Number two, you did the right thing, so should you really be thanked for it? And also, I'm surprised that she approached Tom so calmly and kindly because he was literally asking about your future at this particular work environment. But overall, it just shows that, as Tom says, I know you're not a bad person, but you were wrong for how you handle our situation. And Valerie thankfully didn't disagree, but instead of carrying on the conversation, Tom pretends that his phone vibrated and Mike's on the other end. So Valerie walks off, and hopefully we see her again in the near future. And I do believe we will soon. But also we have Tom calling Mike, who's in bed with Pamela, and I just look, and yeah, these two are actually dating in real life, so kudos to them. They're adorable. Yeah. And I just like how Pam has like the best smile, like the way her face lights up. I better stop before Philip gets jealous. Just kidding, Mike. Well, in any case, this was an interesting scene because we really just get more insight into who Pamela is. Or should I just say Pam? I'm reading Wikipedia. It says Pamela, which is her name, but Pam seems more like we're buddies. All right, Pam. So she basically tells Mike about why he isn't someone that she instantly wants to get into a relationship with, or a relationship with anyone for that matter, due to the fact that she was previously engaged and this guy was very controlling, and regardless, I wasn't enough for him. So when he met and if I'm not mistaken, she said her sister, or was it her cousin or friend? I think it was sister. She got shoved to the side in favor of her. And basically, she doesn't want to deposit all of herself into another man only to go bankrupt emotionally. Very good dialogue, Tyler Perry. Very good dialogue. But Mike, he's listening, but at the same time, I'm not going to fault Mike because the way he was like, didn't want her to leave and whatnot, and, I wouldn't say grabbed her, but, pretty much had his arm around her arm, didn't want her to leave because she was going to the wedding. And what she said, I got to go to work or whatever. And it's like, quit your job, I'll take care of you. I'm not going to front. I've been that guy. Obviously, when I say I've been that guy, I don't mean like I was literally telling a girl to quit her job to be with me, because I wasn't able to support a girl at that time. But I mean, like back in college and whatnot. See, the thing about me is, and this is one of my flaws that I'm self-aware to now, I'm the kind of person that will rearrange my schedule for someone, but at the same time, it's like I had to learn that not everyone is going to be as committed to whatever we're in, relationship, hanging out, as I am. What I mean by that is, um, what's that saying? Don't cross an ocean for someone who wouldn't even cross a puddle for you. So I remember this one time a girl, like, I literally restructured my day to hang out, and she was like, I'm busy, I can't hang out. And that was it. I was like, oh. So being that I ain't going front, I'm doing pretty well for myself now. I don't think I would tell a girl she didn't have to work. I mean, it would have to. I don't think I would tell a girl that unless we were like officially together or engaged or something. But I don't know. But in any case, it's almost like Mike hears what Pam is saying, but he isn't really listening because he doesn't understand that his behavior now is pretty much exactly what Pam is telling him that she doesn't want. But at the same time, I kind of put Pam in fault here, but at the same time, it could just be a writing thing in regards to the pacing. It's like Mike hasn't really changed in terms of, has he really even officially apologized for how he acted on the bar where the bar wherever he interrupted Pam's different dates? I mean, the way he's acting, I don't see any kind of shift in his behavior. It's like he wants Pam, and also it's almost like he wants a relationship with Pam, but only if he's in control. And she clearly doesn't want that, but at the same time, she hasn't really put him in his place. So it's kind of difficult to pick a side here. But in any case, she leaves to go to the wedding. And then Tom gets, calls Mike saying, hey, we're going to meet up at Bill to stop him from doing something stupid. And Bill is it's hard to tell who was more blind to their ridiculous plan. John borrowing the money from his cousin Leon to get the club, knowing it's the wrong thing to do, versus Bill being so, I don't even know if he can. No. It has no fault against the actor because he's acting in such a way. Bill is acting in the way that's honestly realistic. I don't even know if Bill even believes himself when he says that, she still loves me and everything, and I'm going to get a horse and I'm going to, come in. I'm like, well, he's wearing the tux and everything, and the boys try to stop him. And to be honest, I think Alice calls him out in episode 17. It's like 3 guys and you couldn't even stop him. So he gets a horse and leaves. And this is disappointing because we never even get to see the damn horse. We just know that Bill gets on the horse, holding up traffic, and the guys get ready to go to the wedding to stop him. And they're so casual about it. I'm like, must be just another Tuesday for these guys. But overall, we go over to the church and Regina is kind of getting cold feet. But at the same time, Alice is just talking about how she's calling, that's the title, because you want Bill to show up. No, he ain't showing up. And then she's conflicted as to whether or not to get married. But it's hard to tell if Regina, I don't know who's more in denial. Regina convincing herself that she's going to get married today, or Bill saying that he knows Regina's still in love with her. So there's that. What would I score the episode? 4 out of 10. Wasn't bad. No, actually, no. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I really like the scenes with Tom and his boss and Valerie. I did like the discussion between Mike and Pam, but at the same time, I know this sounds wrong to say, but Mike must be amazing in bed for Pam to just let things go. Or does she kind of like Mike being... It's almost like she says she doesn't like control or to be controlled, but you definitely have Mike who is a bit abrasive and abusive when he is drunk. So might want to watch out for that, Pam. It's almost like the haves and the have-not. Jeffrey's like, I don't like drama, but then he lives for it when it comes to Justin. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a separate video on these two. But without further ado, episode 16, good follow-up to episode 15. But I do think we should get more than 1 episode a week. But that's just me. Let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comment section below. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.